Based British magnate, philanthropist and Labour politician, he became a life peer, sitting in the House of Lords with the title Baron Paul of Marylebone in the city of Westminster.
Manu Jagmohan Singh, Dr. Pachauri, Trilochan Singh Ji, High Commissioners. I also must say High Commissioner of Britain especially, because if I get into trouble, he's the only one who's going to bail me out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to be here. And to start with, I would like to congratulate Manu and Charanjit Kaur and the whole family for starting this home for the girls. It is a great contribution to India. Without the education of the girls, there is no society. And what is happening today, especially lately, is almost a matter for disgrace to all of us Indians. Because to have all this rape, etc., it's just not unacceptable to a civilized society, and we must protest against it. I am delighted that a lot of people have taken upon themselves, but I hope they don't give up this struggle till things really get under control. So we are grateful to you, Charanjit and Manu, to have started this home, and certainly it deserves all the support from everybody. My congratulations and thanks on behalf of every Indian and every person in the world. My relationship with Manu's family and his predecessors goes a long time. In 1983, some of you perhaps know that I ended up investing in 2 companies in India, which almost became a cause célèbre. The whole establishment sort of turned against me as if I have done a crime of the century. But the ordinary Indians, the man on the street, recognize the fact that I have done the right thing and I have exposed the abuses which were taking place in the business, and wanted that Indian economy must be opened. And without opening up the Indian economy, it took 10 years and a little crisis of economics in this country to brought that for the attention. But from the heart of the people, this did not go. And I feel the privilege that even today, 30 years later exactly, I go at the airport or this thing, young people come and ask me for an autograph and say, Lord Paul, thank you. And that love of Indian people I admire more than the establishment. And the word NRI, those of you who do not know, at that time was termed as not required Indians. Trilochan Singh Ji knows that. It's the man who really supported me was a great fighter, Manu's grandfather, Sardar Durlabh Singh. He used to run a small paper called The Observer. I am not sure Manu has ever seen that issue, but he supported me in spite of the fact that everybody else, because he saw in it that there is something which is going wrong in the Indian establishment and business. And of course, everybody knows in some form or the other the whole Ascot and DCM story. So, and now there is a time nor the occasion to this thing. High Commissioner, if you have not heard of it, I'll send you a book. But he supported me, and then when Jagmohan Singh got into the profession with his father, he started this non-resident institute, and he thought that what the potential of non-resident Indians can do for India is great. Only two people really recognized the importance and the need for opening the investment of NRIs in India. That was the late Mrs. Gandhi, who, in my view, is one of the greatest Prime Minister has been in this country, and the other, our current President, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, who was the Finance Minister at that time. But things did not happen. And then Jagmohan Singh started working on it and seeing, and he was meeting a lot of NRIs all over the world. And he's decided to start the institute, which was in 1988, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 1988. And he really worked hard. He went around all over the world, tried to interest the Indians to be interested in India, and arrange their chapters all over. He did a tremendous work, and all of us, non-residents living in the world, and lots of residents living in India, who benefit from his trying to establish that connection, both in business, both in education, etc. They are grateful to him. He was the first one to start holding a 2-day conference for the NRIs all over the world every year. The Government of India woke up almost 15 years later. Never late than ever, but we are grateful to it. As far as my feeling Indian, I can only quote you of one interview a few years ago, quite a few years ago, I did with the BBC World Service. The interviewer was talking to me about my work in Britain, then about my work in India, and all of a sudden he surprised me with a question. He says, Lord Paul, what percentage you are British and what percentage you are Indian? So I said to him, I said, Steve, I am 100% British and I am 100% Indian, and if you can't add up, that's your problem. And I feel proud to be feeling that way. I have been very lucky. When I went to England, I went for the treatment of my daughter. Unfortunately, we lost her, and I wanted to live in the place where she died. That's how I ended up in Britain. Otherwise, High Commissioner, I had decided to take sannyas, which in India you go into meditation and leave world life altogether. After about a year of meditation and reading philosophy, biographies, I thought, let me start doing something. And then God has been very kind. I have been very lucky. I have a reasonable business, lovely wife for 57 years or 56 years. I would not do, I wouldn't know what to do without her, though she can't believe it. But 4 lovely children, they are great help in all the times, and 8 lovely grandchildren. And one is equal to the other. So what more a person can ask in life? From a business and relationship point of Britain and this thing, first of all, let me say there is one thing, and perhaps the only thing common in the three British political parties, and that is their affection and love for India. I don't think they agree on anything else, I can assure you, like in the political parties here, and they shouldn't. Otherwise, we'll have a very boring government. When in the 2010 we had the last election, I had to do a speech, and somebody asked me a question. It was a sort of an Indo-British type of meeting. Asked me a question. He says, Lord Paul, what do you think of a coalition government? I said, well, coalition governments are functioning in more countries than one single party government. And then, in any case, I said, David Cameron can always go to Manmohan Singh for some advice. So I hope his last visit, they were able to exchange ideas, because they are equally in difficulty with their coalition partners. So, but coming back to the NRI Institute, it has given a great function, 25 years carrying on an organization from strength to strength. And that brings me to Manu Jagmohan Singh. When Jagmohan died, it was a shock for all of us. Those people who have seen him go such a young age, such an energetic man, it was just unbelievable. Manu walked into my office last year. He told me I had met him when he was a very little boy, so I didn't even recognize him. So, you all of a sudden you see a person who is a child and grown up. And he says, Uncle, I am going to leave what I am doing. I want to carry on with this NRI Institute. I say, Manu, your father has done such a tremendous job, and your mother. I am delighted you do, but what do you do? He says, I am in fashion business. So I scratched my head. I said, Manu, from fashion business to running an institute, I can't believe it. But his energy since then has been tremendous. He came to me that he would like to hold a 25-year celebration. He would want me to be the chief guest and celebrate that. He didn't need to wait for my answer, because there is nothing more I would have been enjoyed to do than being a chief guest at the 25-year celebration. And also the life of a person who worked hard to that is his father, Jagmohan Singh, and also pay a tribute to Charanjit, who was always smiling, always very quietly working, never wanted to take any credit. And she is a tremendous lady. Manu, you should be proud of your mother. I could go on and on, but I know that all of you want me to get down so that you can start your meal. So please enjoy your meal. Let us wish Manu and Charanjit Kaur and the whole family and all those who are involved with him in the NRI Institute. I met the young ladies who have been working with his father, and this thing, they are doing a tremendous job. So my congratulations to all of you. And Manu, good luck, and all our best wishes are with you. Thank you very much.